Ready? Suffering as the Messiah did. Slaves obey their masters with all respect, not only the good and kind ones, but also the unkind ones. It is to your credit, you see, if because of a godly conscience you put up with unjust and painful suffering. After all, what credit is it if you do something wrong, are beaten for it, and take it patiently? But if you do what is right, suffer for it, and bear it patiently, this is to your credit before God. This, after all, is what came with the terms of your call, because the Messiah too suffered on your behalf, leaving behind a pattern for you, so that you should follow the way he walked. He committed no sin, nor was there any deceit in his mouth. When he was insulted, he didn't insult in return. When he suffered, he didn't threaten, but he gave himself up to the one who judges justly. He himself bore our sins and his body on the cross, so that I might be free from sins and live for righteousness. It is by his wounds that you are healed, for you are going astray like sheep. But now you have returned to the shepherd and guardian of your true lives. So here is another passage we're going across that has used for unjust. There have been people who will treat their slaves terribly, and when when the slave runs away, they'll be returned, and then they'll quote this as a means of usurping power over them. Which here is so it's actually like if anyone who does evil and uses God for it, judgment is found upon them. Because the mercy of Jesus is always meant for us to turn towards him, not to be used as a weapon. Not long ago, at the height of a snowstorm, our house and two nearby villages as well were without electric power for 14 hours. Our heating system is controlled by electricity, so the house became very cold. We could burn logs in the stove, but though that could keep us warm, it wouldn't be easy to cook on it. The telephone didn't work. The computers, of course, didn't work either. It reminded me once more not only what it's like for many people today in parts of the world where electric power is only intermittent, but what it was like for everyone until extremely recently within human history. Now imagine as well that there was a fuel shortage so that nobody could use their cars, no trains running either, no planes flying. So life is a lot more basic and a lot more time consuming. I doubt if I'll be sitting here writing a book if I lived in a world without electric power and motorized transport. I'll probably be out chopping wood or walking to the nearest town to pick up vegetables. And if I want to make the time to do anything more creative, I would have to find someone to do all those things for me. In a world of scarce resources, there might be plenty of people willing to work in return for their keep. In the ancient world, more or less everything that today is done by electricity, gas, and motorized engines was done by slaves. That is not, of course, a defense of the system of slavery. Slavery was a form of systematic, legalized dehumanization. A slave was the property of his or her owner, who would provide enough board and lodging to enable a slave to work the next day and the one after that. But as property, a slave could be ill treated, physically and sexually abused, and exploited in 1,000 different ways. We look down our noses at such a world without realizing that in many parts of today's supposedly free Western society, there are many people in virtually the same position. Often hidden from view, they work long hours for minimal wages. They cannot take time off or look for another job. They may have families to support, and to lose even a single day's wage, and perhaps their job as well, could be disastrous. They are stuck. They are slaves in all but name. If we want to sneer at ancient societies for being so barbaric, we should be careful. They might just sneer back. Peter does something far more creative than sneering. Quite a few Christians were slaves, as you might expect, granted that the gospel of Jesus gives dignity and self-worth to all those who believe it. Peter addresses these Christian slaves. Instead of telling them, as we might prefer, that they should rise up and revolt against their masters, he tells them to obey and to show respect. And he stresses this, not only when the masters in question are kindly and fair-minded, but also when they are unjust. Here, from our point of view, he sails very close to the wind. Putting up with unjust suffering looks to us very much like colluding with wickedness. Many a violent household, many an abusive workplace, has been able to continue acting wickedly because people have been afraid to speak out and have kept their heads down and put up with the abuse. Blowing the whistle on such behavior can cost you your job, your home, even in extreme cases, your life. Peter will tell us, I think, to stay with him while he explains. He has glimpsed a deeper truth behind the moral quagmire, which is so obvious to us when we think of people putting up with unjust and painful treatment. He has reflected long and hard on the extraordinary events to do with Jesus. He has thought and prayed through them in the light of the strange and dark scriptures which came to fulfillment in those messianic moments. And he invites followers of Jesus to inhabit his extraordinary story, to embrace it as their own, and being healed and rescued by those events, to make them the pattern of their lives as well. The key to it all, of course, is that the crucifixion of the Messiah was the most unjust and wicked act the world had ever seen. Here was the one man who deserved nothing but praise and gratitude, and they rejected him, beat him up, and killed him. To understand this, Peter goes back, as many early Christians did, to Isaiah, this time to the famous chapter 53, where the royal figure of the servant, called to carry out God's worldwide saving purposes, does so precisely by being unjustly treated, being insulted, but not replying in kind, suffering without throwing back curses at his torturers. He himself bore our sins and his body on the cross. Peter, picking up Isaiah 53, we were going astray like lost sheep, but the wound which he suffered gave us healing. This is one of the clearest statements in the whole New Testament of the fact that Jesus, the Messiah, took upon himself the punishment that his people deserved. As Israel's Messiah and hence the world's true Lord, he alone could represent all others. He alone could completely appropriately stand in for them. Now we see how important it is for Peter to say what he does about slaves and masters, about how other situations later in the letter. He isn't simply recommending that people remain passive while suffering violence. He is urging them to realize that somehow, strangely, the suffering of the Messiah are not only the means by which we ourselves are rescued from our own sin, they are the means, when extended through the life of his people, by which the world itself may be brought to a new place. And this is a lot of revelation, is when we take on the suffering, we turn around and bless them, calling them to King Jesus, it does this weird power. And it's like, it's a weird power that only history can say, hey, that's actually powerful. Because to say, hey, to turn around and bless your torturers is crazy talk. This is hard to believe. It looks to me as though it's just a clever way of not confronting the real issue. But Peter believes that the death and resurrection of Jesus was and is the point around which everything else in the world revolves. Somehow he is saying we must see all the unjust suffering of God's people as caught up within the suffering of his son. As I was writing this, an email arrived from a Christian friend who lives in a country where the Christian faith is barely tolerated and often persecuted. Things have become very bad, he says. His livelihood has been taken away. The authorities are closing in. Receiving such a message, I feel helpless. Somehow in prayer and in such campaigning as we can do, those of us who read 1 Peter in comfortable freedom have a deep responsibility to help our brothers and sisters for whom the persecution of which Peter speaks is a daily reality. All right, friend, we talked to me, so we can start. And I'll be back, my friends. I'm going to get a glass of water. Oos.
Yes.
Hello there, exile.
The goddess is watching.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
The weary traveler draws close to the end of the path. Complex machinations converge to a single act of power. and loyalty. You were born for this. Even the grandest designs can be dismantled.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Apparently, this is the ending you deserve.
I don't think I need to be doing that right now.
Justice will prevail.
Stench is near. Arise,
Dude, you're still awake?
greater heights. Yeah, I'm still awake. My family asked me to go visit my mom for a bit.
Oh,
So,
man. Well, I'm labyrinth
Had
it.
pizza for the third time a day, so third day in a row, not third time in a day.
Is it good pizza?
Slightly. It is pepperoni pizza.
Just pepperoni?
Just pepperoni.
Oh, okay.
I had a single slice of Canadian bacon pineapple and yeah.
Oh, no, no. What the heck?
It was
I
at least a decent one because the pineapple didn't like spread like it wasn't like canned pineapple at least. So it didn't have a bunch of
Okay.
sugar juice all over everything. So it was at least a proper pineapple Canadian bacon.
I have never seen a unique chest before.
Nice. That's fine.
Usually I don't touch strong boxes because we've experienced those as being immediate death for our crews before.
Yeah, the strong box is you need something that like guarantee don't get frozen, and then you'll be fine. And a way to dodge because the ice never hurts it a lot.
Oh wow. I think Divine Flask is like the latest level.
I think it's second to latest,
Oh,
if
okay.
not the latest. Which is very good though.
But that's like literally it's literally double the amount of healing. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the reason is the ones you had previously are even at their level, low amount of healing, but they do it very rapidly.
That's true.
Like they have a low over time.
I'll freeze
And
them.
my aunt gave me a bottle of Baja Blast. So
Nice.
while I was over there, and that's all I had to drink. So I am effectively just running on the
weary traveler
sheer
draws
willpower,
close
caffeine,
to
and
the end
sugar.
of the
They're doing
path.
carbs, man. It is just. It's your day. It's your day of
Complex
trooping. It's
machinations
also light.
converge to a single
Imagine if it
act
was
of
dark
power.
outside. It'll be a lot harder.
I don't know about that one, given the fact that I
Make
feel
your mark.
more at home in the dark. But that's true. Yeah, and at least the pizza isn't all carbs. It has
Oh,
Apparently,
proteins, at
this
least, but
is the
that least
ending you deserve.
varied unhealthiness.
mm-hmm. I was like, I'll drop all my
Last
stacks.
thing I need is carbs.
I was like, I'll drop my stacks on as I'm doing the trials. I dropped my stacks on him and he just comboed me. I was like, oof.
Oofda.
Are you?
Yeah, that's kind of what you got to be careful with. It is hubris.
Yeah.
Justice.
Are you wanting to run? Oh, you're on. Here we go. Come.
Come, he says, while I'm trying to kill a boss I haven't done because I was here and I was still awake.
Oh, you know what? I'll go help you.
Hopefully you don't need to, but it's they're doing their scripted lawn attack, so
Wait, you're doing a troll block? Is this the? Where's this? I don't think I've done this one yet.
nope. I looked on your screen. You still have the kill quest, so
Is this it? This the optional one?
yep.
Okay.
Skill point.
Just need a moment.
Good thing you're here,
to
then.
catch my breath.
I thought you were still on, and I was gone for a while, so I thought you'd be just hand blasting and murdering things in maps by now.
Huh.
But I guess you're still working, so it's gonna be a bit slower.
You return from your.
Because you have
For freedom.
responsibility.
So I have
And-
about 16 minutes. You think?
Priorities.
See if we get. Let's speed run this trial.
How long did it take you to get to your trial through it earlier?
Not long.
You actually, here's a bigger question. Do you remember how it went? Do you remember the layout?
Nope.
And it's gonna be the same layout.
Not you who has. You can do a run and then remember the layout. My brain does not work that way.
You gotta go with the vibes, man.
All right, there we go.
My base of remembrance.
All right, on the trial.
Greetings, then it is. Farewell.
I
Well
think I
met.
need piercings.
Mm, for Pantheons, what would you say would be the best? I have.
What does it say on your POV?
Oh,
It should list it on the website at the very least, if not in the POV.
okay. Major got Soul Lunaris. Okay, got that one. The soul
Yeah, that makes
of Gruthhole. Oh, there it is. Hmm. All right.
Hey, you already had it set up. You were on top of it.
All right.
I don't know what mine is because my what I'm going to
The
has
just
one of
goddess
the effects I'm
presides over
supposed
us
to
all.
use.
The
Is
future of
unlocked
the Empire
in middle
rests
map.
in her elven hands.
Have you done the labyrinth? Is that what you're quickly doing?
No,
Okay.
I mean like I need to do it with you. So, are you fine with that?
So you haven't done the third labyrinth?
No.
Ah, in the Ostery. Here, let me see if. Imagine I have a waypoint there. I could go there.
Yeah.
At 10 Ostery.
No, we're in the labyrinth.
Oh, we're in the
We're in
labyrinth.
the Asgard's Crown. Yeah,
I mean,
you're
have
in
you
there.
have you not have you done the third? The
Justice will prevail.
I have all the.
oh, you have all of them. That's right.
Nope. Yes. It's understandable because what would you expect that? If you're doing it yourself the first time.
Just need a moment.
You just have yet to internalize that I am a nerd. That put way too many hours in this game and yet still is better. Doors. So that means one key is gonna be over here. Because I kinda recognize this is like the same style because I think Merciless is a lot less
There's
random.
nothing quite so enticing as a locked door.
You remember left or right? Which one you did?
Well, last time there was just only one path. I feel like it
Hey,
changed.
but there's a golden door.
Yeah, there wasn't. I didn't
I
have to
guess it
do.
must have been.
I didn't have to do any golden door shenanigans last time.
Hold on. My brother had this, and I think I have this too. Where is the like view thing of randomness? I know my brother had an emote. Yeah, apparently those are a thing. I did not know about it. But my brother did
In emotes?
it. Yes. It's like a hip attachment, and you literally do it for a coin flip.
Hmm.
On the campaign.
I
It
see.
is so stupid. and My brother has it. Like it's the one thing he bought off. I'm getting gaslit by the game, but okay. Heads or tails for left?
Tails.
Oh, it gives you the skill that's just a literally coin flip.
Oh, interesting. I found an idol. Matt's found an
Ooh,
area.
nice.
Not
It
expecting
is tails. We're going left. I definitely did not spend my microtransaction currency on that just now.
Oh, three
Yeah,
things.
it's fine. I don't spend it anyways.
Oh gosh.
Ooh, I think that thing has freezing. I need your assist. Nope, I don't. Assistance over here, but I still would like you.
Oh. I see where you're at. Come on, open up door. Thank you.
So,
I mean, it's
That was
quickly-
140 points, which
Just
is
need a moment to
unfortunate,
catch
but
my breath.
I find it funny. I find it funny because my brother got it, and he does not spend money on it. Only two things has made him do that, though. Space visual stuff, because he really thinks it's cool, and a joke.
And what?
And a joke, like the coin flip.
Joke things.
Yeah. This way.
Okay.
Here, you sir.
I was running low on health class, so I was like, I'm gonna kill a couple things.
Well, good news is there's going to be more things to kill over here. Anyways, how are you doing there? Because I know I can't.
I need, when there's a calm moment, I need to turn down the game.
Okay. Oh, did something happen?
No, it's just the game itself. Sounds. There we go. Oh, today's been a good day. Yeah, I was with you for a good half of it, so. Then you went to go to sleep, but that never happened. Or did you actually fall asleep, but then just woke up?
There was no sleep involved whatsoever.
What the?
Apparently, this is the ending you
Ouchies
deserve.
have confirmed, so I'll kill myself. I say kill myself, but it was more of I would die nearly at the same time and not actively heal. So, not much of killing myself in as in.
Well, I
perish.
only have about 8 minutes, so might as well continue the story.
Okay.
So I gotta go to the Chamber of Innocence. You have the next area already?
No, I think I went over there, but I didn't actually go that direction because I went the other direction. Here, so go ahead and continue along. I'll catch up with you as I pick up the points
Okay.
and get out of this corner. I think once upon a time there used to be a dance mode in this game.
Well, the Claptrap is saying, I'm dancing, I'm dancing.
Oh yeah. I think I go through the torch courts into the Chamber of Innocence. Yeah, that's about right. I know when you come through.
Oh, are you there? Are you doing your own thing?
I think I'm going the right way. I'm going off sheer half-baked memory.
Oh, actually, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to go, so.
Alright, good enough for me. Not that one. Doors. Where the enemy of the Claptrap, except if in one series of event is stairs, cards is doors. Same with Call of Duty stairs on the doors part.
Unless you're playing Claptrap in the Moon game.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, except in one situation.
Yeah. Now I wonder if we should continue our like as we did the first run in that Borderlands, if we should do the second round of that Borderlands.
We'll have to see if you still have the save though.
I think it's cloud saved. If-
Maybe it is pretty old though, so.
True. Oh, but you're already in the next area. Find the staff up here.
Oh boy, my HP goes down very fast. Things hit very hard. Quite literally, the only reason why I'm not dead is I'm getting lucky with all the leech I have apparently. I'm in the Sanctum of Innocence.
Just need a moment.
You're in the inner sanctum.
Yeah.
All right, let me just. There we go. I'll pop a portal, and then go through your portal.
Oh, you chunked all your minions. I blinked out of that too. I saw the second half of the blink.
Oh god.
Oh. I don't think I have a lot of ability. Let's pick frame rates or
I don't think I need to be doing that.
I fear
No,
I
that
have
wasn't
no
a CPU spike. Video code? No.
Bannon was a man whom I. Remember, we do this
Why
for
do I have
freedom.
to like the music so much?
Ooh, wow. Yes. Hmm. The only thing that sucks my ability is energy shield does not go in to keep me alive. It only goes into mana recovery, so I gotta get
Do
all
you
the...
not? Do you not use mind over matter at all in your build?
Well, whatever is I don't think so.
Okay, because that would actually help it. Funnily enough,
Hail.
because of how it works, interacts with it.
But yeah, but it's like it's. I don't have to worry about mana, but because all my energy shield is my mana.
Yeah, I just meant mind over matter makes it so your mana also
Mm-hmm.
chunks
think I
some
need to
bit
be
of your
doing
HP
this.
Yeah.
damage, and that does work with energy shield when it's on your over your mana.
Yeah. For some reason, it does not say it's something I should do.
Maybe you're supposed to do something else then. I hope it is.
This idol, do I just take this to the sacred? Is this a sacred?
No, the idol is the event thing instead of the Atlas tree.
I see.
I recommend keeping hold of it in one of your stash tabs.
Okay.
A fine day for exploring.
All right, Broheim, we dip in a minute and a half. Is this considered a map then?
Yeah, it's in the same vein of it. It's mapping related, at the very least.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Hail!
You want me to wait for you for doing the labyrinth stuff because
No. I
We
imagine.
can now build proper.
Because
Farewell for
I'm
now.
completely fine with just waiting.
That's cool. I say we'll just meet each other at maps. Oh, there we go.
Dear.
But it's blue. But
It
doesn't
is a
matter.
good base though.
Oh,
So,
that lightning.
do you
was-
have a scouring orb
Look.
in your stash?
Good luck to you.
You do.
You recommend I use it on it? Okay.
Yeah, and look into your essence tab. Since you should. Yep, actually, you do have a couple. Let's see. Look at the.
We're literally at time. So,
Okay, so. None of those would do it. I think there's a minion related one. I'll see if I have it. And I'll just hand it to you.
okay.
Oh, yeah, I do. I have a singular one.
Oh, sweet.
Minion related.
All right, I'll come to you. Oh, you're here. Never mind.
Too late. I have arrived.
Right.
Just like a seller.
All right, I gotta bounce though.
Or a
Thank
buyer.
you. Thank you for the gift of tears. Tear
Hopefully there will be no tears.
for our enemies.
Yeah, that's better. Tears for the enemy. None for you.
All right, I love you, man.